when it comes to working with the support that's available to you, that Yah or God or the universe, whatever name you say, the support, the divine support that is given to you every day, every year, at every minute. Um, it's important to know how to use that support, how to think about that support. Because I think if you are in a place where you are overwhelmed, stressed, you are overwhelmed with all the things that you want to do and get done and be and all of those things. Everything is like coming at you at one time, because a transformation is necessary and does need to take place. Like it is a fucking like, nah, this is shouting at you because it needs to happen, but not everything needs to be done at the same time, right? So when you are in a place where you have the new moons, when you have the full moons, when you have first new year cycles that are designed to help you release, help you to let go, help you to build, help you to be seen, every aspect of your life, we're always given these windows of opportunity. Um, you know, New Year's, people feel it on a very macro traditional level, like the New Year's. When you have that energy, that fresh start, those opportunities available to you, it's so important to know that. It's so important to know how to use this energy. What is the energy? What is your responsibility? Because you do have some responsibility in this. And what is the responsibility, or what is the support that this is bringing to you, that the divine is giving you? Hey, I gave you a new house. That doesn't mean, but if you're like, okay, so say the divine energy gave you a fresh start, but because you don't understand how to use that fresh start, you're going to bring in a whole bunch of old shit. You're going to bring in limiting beliefs. You're going to bring in a whole bunch of shit that's going to just like fuck up that opportunity, right? And the good thing is, there's always new opportunities coming. There's always a new cycle coming. And it's not even as far as long with the next year. Nah, another day, another minute, another hour, another week, another 3 months, or whatever the case is, right? You always given an opportunity. So it's like just work with it. And at some point wake up and realize, oh, I keep having to redo the same areas of my life or the same things in my life because I'm not working with this energy correctly. I'm not cycling through like I should. I'm not releasing, and I'm not letting go. So it's like, understand what's available to you and understand what's your responsibility. And then if you find that you aren't able to quickly get adjusted or get on board with something, look at that and go, why am I still holding on to this? It's no longer a matter of I didn't realize that I had it to begin with. So it's not a matter of like, okay, sit down, declutter. It's a matter of, why am I still holding on to this? What is really going on here? Like there's some kind of psychological, emotional tie or something to this, right? And then you can see, just take a look at it and view it, and then when the next cycle comes that will support, an emotional release or a detaching you from something that needs to be released or let go of, you can work within that season accordingly, right? So recognize what's available to you. What's your responsibility? Your responsibility is to just do it. It's just to act, show up. Doesn't mean you got to be perfect in doing it. It doesn't mean anything. So say, for instance, it could be something simple as, I want to lose weight. I want to release. That could be a release cycle, right? Okay, the release cycle is here, but where the fuck are you? You still sitting down, or you somewhere else? The release cycle is here. So you want to release. Okay, what you gonna do? I'm going to show up, and I'm going to if it's weight loss, I'm going to walk. That doesn't mean you got to be walking 3 miles a day, and you got to be, putting all this extra shit on. If this is something that you really are struggling with, then you need to be like, I'm just going to walk down the street. And guess what? That energy that's available to you to release is going to help push you even further, because you did your part, right? So the more you put out, the more you gain, right? But you're gonna be supported. You're gonna have the right things show up for you because you took action on that, right? So just start small. Just kind of get organized and see where you are with things and what's going on and what time it is. What time is it right now? What's the time right now? What's the weather like today? What's the weather like today? And what support do I have? Let's start looking at that. What support do I have available to me right now? Okay, and if I'm trying to get to another window of opportunity, when is that window coming for me? And like I said, it's not a whole year, not necessarily. Those are big ones. Maybe you need to start with the smallest one that's available to you right now because you need to take a small step, right? So recognize the time and recognize what support is available to you because it's always available to you. We get a new day. As long as we are alive and it's meant for us to be alive, we get a new day every day. It's about living with intention. And to me, that's living with intention and strategy. Working using your resources, right? Working with these systems that's here. That's why I like these esoteric systems because it's dealing with things that are not readily available to us as far as mainstream knowledge. And that's a whole other story because those things have been hidden to us. But these are some very powerful tools that we are now learning and being privy to. And let's use them accordingly. Okay? So, until next time, stay blessed.